Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's your buddy 14th Prime, and tonight we're talking about it again. And tomorrow I'll probably talk about it again, and the day after that until it's finally in my studio. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we are looking at an animated preview of, whew, this is crazy. M01 Iron Fortress by W Resources. This thing is crazy. If you haven't seen it, you haven't heard about it, no, this isn't Hasbro. This is W Resources, okay? Just get over it. They made a 4-foot Metroplex. I've been showing this to my wife every single day, saying, honey, look, you always say, you get ones that you don't have. I understand that. Optimus, that's a little different. Megatron, a little different. But you have a Metroplex. I said, baby, this is 4 foot of plastic goodness. Let's watch this video together, right? You and us as the audience. Look at now granted, yes, this is the animation video for when they were making this thing. But the toy looks exactly like it, if not better. How many of you wanted a Titan? We've all said, oh, well, a Titan, if it was, to be scale, it's got to be 7 foot tall in order to scale with a deluxe. And you're right. Or, it's got to be the size of my garage in order for it to be Unicron. That wouldn't make sense. And you're right. But we don't have those. We do have this. Now, don't get me wrong. Like about a year ago, there was another company that was making a Metroplex that was about the size of a dresser for a couple with a baby. And it was a little outlandish. Like it was too big. Like it was literally the size of a dresser. I think this is perfect. It's 4 feet. 4 foot. Well, and then you put the shoulder guns on. Now you're looking at 4'5", but even still. Now, from everybody's video that I've seen and MagMotion and this video and everything I've looked up and all the people on Instagram I've reached out to and the company, hey, please email me back. Yeah, they reveal at the end that we could be getting a 4-foot Trypticon. So let's support these people. If you don't have $1,100, sell a kidney, do something, I don't know. Just, figure it out. Like I said in my other video, we spend that much money at like McDonald's in a year. Don't go to McDonald's. Don't go to Starbucks. Don't pick up whatever it is you pick up. Don't get gas, ride your bike until you recouped $1,100, because, ladies and gentlemen, I think this thing is definitely, if you're a collector and say you're like me, you missed out on that $500 Unicron, you didn't buy a studio cell because it was pretty much the same height as the Titan and you felt like, I ain't paying another $100. But at the same time, you enjoy your toys. You enjoy what you buy. You bought, Agent Knight because you used to love Knight Rider. You painted Cliff Jumper orange because you wanted a General Lee. You always wanted to make or have a giant Metroplex. So it comes down to this. Do you buy a plastic, a 3D printer, and then buy all the plastic to melt down, and then get the CAD designs and punch them all in, and then design this yourself on Blender, and then try to print it out and glue it together? Or just go on and get this one. I'm trying to tell you, I love my Metroplex. I love my Thrilling 30 Metroplex. I love my Fort Max. Thank you, Hasbro. But I will get rid of both of them in a heartbeat to make room for this. I promise you. I promise you. My wife was like, but baby, your Metroplex and your Fort Max, they go together. They're the same height. They, look at how the combiners are being done right now. Which, great point. All of them are being done to scale. Well, if these people do a dope Metroplex and then they come back and hit me with a dope 4-foot Trypticon, guess what? Might be time to sell my old Unicron that they are reissuing. No, I'm just kidding. That's my favorite Titan ever. I love him. But if there was a 4-foot version of Trypticon, I think I'd be on it. I know I'd be on it. I wouldn't be making videos anymore because I'd be sold both kidneys, and then y'all wouldn't have anybody to listen to. Then and look at this. You get all of this stuff with him. You get all these great big guns. The gun is the size of a regular gun that fits in a human person's hand. You can shake his hand. You get the alive face, the happy face, the visor, 13 lights, like his fingertips light up. Yes, his fingertips, the eyes, and the chest. I mean, okay, let's talk about this. Is that not Siege, Omega Supreme, coming down the ramp? Omega Supreme doesn't fit his own ramp. Now, obviously, he can't fit inside a Metroplex and come down, but that last one that's right behind him, he might not even fit that. But in this picture, they made it look like, I mean, you see the difference. You see the difference. At least he fits. So if Siege Omega Supreme, if you have him, in which I'm looking at him right now, about to tear the chest out and transform it and put it on my Metroplex to see how it looks, it won't work. It won't work. But here's the thing. That's what I was saying earlier. Here's my ADHD. They said that you should leave it in city mode for, most of the time to save on the ratchets. I saw the steel screws that this thing comes with. Nope. He's going to stay in robot form for 6 months, and then he will stay in city mode for 6 months. Maybe the aircraft carrier. I hardly ever did the fortress mode. The city was my favorite, and then the robot mode. But at him towering at 4 feet, give me. Here's my card number. It's 715916.